fifth and final story of the day, or sixth, I haven't been counting really, I think it's fifth, is about the yellow vests in France. They're on Act 16 apparently last weekend, according to French news. They were going back to the movement's roots, spontaneous approach that scared the government, so it's not getting a lot of coverage, but this is like a nonstop protest in France. I've talked about it a lot. The yellow vests, or Gillet, Jaunes. I said that so wrong. I'm horrible at French. I apologize to French people watching. Merci. And I don't even remember exactly what that means, but I was trying to be trendy. The yellow vests are upset. It's a very unique movement in France because it unites the far right to the far left. Everybody's upset. It's hilarious because I could break down why, and probably other people will lie and misconstrue it. But in France, they have extremely high taxes. Bernie always says, they have the healthcare in the industrialized nation. Every industrialized country besides the United States has every industrialized nation besides the U.S. also has no free speech, Bernie Sanders. They also are mass protesting and have knife crime, gun crime, murder rate, spiraling out of control. Islam is coming in and knocking over the LGBTQ movement. Why don't you tell the whole picture, Bernie? Because everywhere leftism goes, freedom disappears. Bernie. He's like, it's so great in France, just like their healthcare. Dude, they have the highest taxes, and they're pissed because they have no money. When you take 30, 40, 45% of taxes from people, they don't have money. And that's what's happening in France. So naturally, everyone's mad. The right wing is mad because they have no money. The right wing is also mad because their country is being taken over by leftists, neoliberal bank puppets like Macron, and also, a religion and a culture that doesn't really like anything that they stand for as far as liberalism or even basic like European conservatism. So the right wing is pissed off for many reasons. I'm sure the far left is pissed off because they're perpetually pissed off. They're always mad. They're mad at neoliberals. They're mad at Trump. They're mad at this. They're mad at that. And when they finally get their way economically, it doesn't work out. So, of course, they're still going to be pissed because the economy doesn't quite work very well, and they want to go further left. That's like they're mad, but the irony of it is like the far left, they're joining with the far right because, the far left, you just make a few signs for them, and they're happy just doing an arts and craft projects. They're like, let's march in the streets for women's rights. We'll all make signs, and then we'll throw them next to homeless people and, ignore Skid Row. It's like 30 blocks of pure homelessness. It looks like a third world shanty town, but let's throw them all and act like a good person. So the left is very easy. You give them universal health care, you give them a protest, they'll run and take selfies on Instagram and act like they're really great people. But they're upset because they don't have money. They know that Macron is a phony bank puppet. So they want to go the full distance. They're like, what we need is socialism and real communism. So it's like the far left will be mad until either they're always mad because they don't get their way and it's a good society. They're mad, they get their way and it's a bad society. Or they're mad because they actually do get their way finally and they bring apart a society that doesn't actually help the working and lower class. It's never going to work out, but they don't know that. So I guess they're protesting with the far right. Anyway, that's my take on it. Let me know what yours is. They're still protesting. Macron, extremely unpopular. It's hilarious how the news was saying for so long, Rihanna was co-signing him, Barack Obama was co-signing him. They said, too bad we don't have a young guy like Macron in America. He's so cool. And then the results are in. Macron is such a bad leader that the left wing doesn't like him. Nobody likes him. His approval rating fluctuates between 18% and 30%. The dude is ridiculously unpopular. And the media just moves on to the next story. They're like, North Korea is so scary. Be afraid of North Korea. They're going to bomb you. They're going to bomb you. They're going to bomb you. And then Trump's like, hey, I'm getting along with this guy. And they're like, oh my God, he's a dictator. Oh my God, Trump stopped the nuclear war. He's a dictator. Dude, they're psychos. They literally just have mental illness and nonstop dishonest narratives to never stop. They'll never stop. They're just like, it's easy. If I owned MSNBC and CNN and all these news organizations and all the tech companies, I can tell you anything. I could tell you go for a jog. I could tell you drink water. I could show you statistics how the freedom in America is great. I could tell you how poverty is actually declining on a world scale. I could tell you all these beautiful things. I could tell you to better yourself. I could tell you to be happy. Or I could be a full-on psycho like liberal progressives and I could tell you race, religion, gender, trans, gay, pedophilia, 12-year-old kids being sexualized, gay, trans, woman, black, Muslim, mad, hate crime, white person, hate crime. Wait a second, oh my goodness, that whole story we just told for a week was fake. Oh, let's do a little editor's note and move on to the next story. Bombs. Obama's bombing a country, let's not talk about it. Slavery in Libya, let's not talk about it. Bombs, North Korea. Oh wait, we got along with North Korea? Dictator. Dude, it's easy when you control mass media. And that's what they do with it. Honestly, their karma is going to be so bad. They have protruded so much evil and mental illness and sin and disgusting toxicity onto the world. God have mercy on their sick, wretched souls. And I'll pray for you guys. I could wish you harm, but I'm not even going to stoop to that level. I'm going to pray that God have mercy on your sick, disgusting, wretched, toxic souls and the hundreds of millions of people you misled into mental delusion and dishonesty, because, God probably has more mercy than a lot of humans. So I'm praying for your forgiveness, and I'm praying for, love and kindness and compassion, all of these things that you claim to have, to enter your souls. I really mean that. I want to lift you up, not knock you down. And I'm very rare for that because most people hate you. But I don't hate. I really do wish you much love. And you should appreciate that, because I'm probably the only person on the right that actually feels that way. Maybe there's more, but you get what I'm saying. At least on this level, everybody else hates you. And I'm trying to give you love and truth and God. So embrace it. Anyway, that's the France Yellow Vest protest, and that's what's going on in the world. And you already know. Let me know your thoughts on it. God bless you guys. God bless America. God bless your family. And as always, God bless the entire world, all the peoples of the world, without pandering. Every race, every religion, every gender. I love the peoples. It's like, yeah, we get it, bro. You love everybody so much that you can't even look at people as an individual. You group everyone based on skin color and gender, and you think that everyone has to act exactly the same way. It's pretty crazy, guys. It's pretty racist, sexist, and xenophobic, but you could keep acting like it's not and lying on social media and mainstream media all the time. But that echo chamber is getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and reality will set in one way or another. Either you'll wake up and stop destroying the world, or all of this disgusting evil that you're creating in the world will eventually reach the hills and reach your mansion and reach your studio, and you'll be like, oh, shoot, I should have appreciated England and America. Now I just imported cultures and created a culture, not just imported a culture, created a culture via social engineering that is awful, that hates me. And that's what they're doing. So please learn a lesson. God, please. God bless you guys. Have a good one. I'll be back. Man, I need to stretch. Take care.